Hey everyone, Brian Schwager here, founder of the Wellness Movement Center, and here I am challenging myself with an exercise that I call 6-point inner core activation vertical. Now notice as I'm raising up my knee, watch here, my right knee and my left hand come off the floor slightly, and see how I'm struggling with that ball? Because there's a little bit too much rotation. That's why the ball is rolling off my back. And what I'm doing with this exercise is I'm enhancing my rotary stability in pretty much a primitive pattern from a neurodevelopmental standpoint. So I have to maintain a little arch in my back, and I have to prevent that ball from rolling off one side. So you'll notice that one side is a little bit weaker than the other. That's why the ball keeps rolling towards the left when I bring up my right knee and my left hand. That is my weaker pattern. We all have a pattern of muscles that we use when we do everything in life. We refer back to that here at the Wellness Movement Center. I refer to that as gait, and that's not me saying I refer to it as gait. That's gait. When you walk and your right hand comes forward, your left leg comes forward, and then vice versa, and you locomotion yourself, ambulatory speaking, to walk across the earth. Now, if you're right-handed or left-handed, it can make a difference on your pattern. I'm a right-handed person. I'm right-handed. So my pattern is more when I raise my left, my weaker pattern that is more, or is weaker when I raise my left hand and right knee off the floor. Now I'll do some extra reps just raising my left hand and my right knee. Here I'll do a little bit better here. And I'll do extra reps on that side. After completing 10 per side, holding each one for 5 seconds, I'll do an additional 3 on the weaker side of my pattern. This is all part of my restoration training system, following a heavy-duty move that both myself and a number of clients helped me with as I moved my business into a new location. Not just a new location, but a larger location. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to do a couple of weeks of restoration training before I head back into my regular functional strength and conditioning training. That's training with intelligence in mind. In other words, with all the exhaustion of moving, everybody knows how exhausting it can be. I can't just jump right back into training. I have to do a little bit of restoration after being off for 17 days. All right. So you can see that by now I'm mastering it. So I'm going back and forth without letting that ball fall. These are the same exercises I teach to my clients. So I hold each rep right now for 5 seconds, and the next time I do this, I'll hold them for as long as 10 seconds and do 10 reps per side for 2 sets. Now for other kinds of clients, I may manipulate the hold time or the sets or the reps. Okay, here's a core strengthening exercise. So the previous exercise was core stability because the spine wasn't moving. Well, here I'm going to kind of arch my back backwards into extension as I draw my shoulder blades together, and you can see how my thumbs are turned upward like a double Fonzie. And this is for postural motor control. Now, I teach it differently to different clients depending on their assessment and their needs, but my hold pattern is 25 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and then I'll progress all the way up to a minute on and 50 seconds off. This last exercise is really good for rebalancing the brain, working deep stabilizers in the spine, and again, you'll see me go into gait here. So I'm flexing the hip and flexing the shoulder. It's opposite of one another, like I was walking. All of what I do in the restoration phase is to encourage the pattern, the gait pattern, because one side of the body is weaker than the other. And I think that goes without saying. People can basically understand that. But what I just did there, I took the towel roll out from under my lower back. I teach this with and without the towel roll. Again, I don't want to get into the details as to why I use the towel roll and how specific it is for my clients, but that's what I do. I'm very specific, taking a scientific approach. But this exercise is great for rebalancing out the left and right hemispheres of the brain. And of course, strengthening those deep core stabilizers, not just your outer core like your rectus abdominis and your oblique muscles, but I'm talking the ones that really protect your spine. All right, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Again, if you haven't been assessed, please don't try these exercises at home. And follow us on Facebook for some upcoming photos of my new facility, or sign up for my e-newsletter via my website. Have a great day, everybody. I always share because I care. Be well and bye for now.